In this video, we're going to be using B&M Nordost and the Above the Tie SSRH2 razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As always, before we get into the content, a word from our sponsor, Leaf. This video is brought to you by our good friends at Leaf, and you know I love Leaf products. I love using the Leaf, which you've seen me use many times on the channel. I also love using the Twig. You've seen that a lot on the channel as well. If you'd like to save 5%, use discount code IAMCDB right there and save 5% while shopping with the good folks at Leaf. And now, back to the video. And all right, we are back, and we think we have a great one for you today. We are using B&M Nordost, and this is a beautiful scent. This might be one of the best scents that B&M has ever made. It is really incredible. I'm going to put the scent description for you on the screen right there. It's pretty long, but the main idea of this soap is orange, smoked orange. It is absolutely superb. I love this soap. I've owned this one for a couple of years now. They just recently re-released it, and I think it's available at the razor company, or at least it was at the date of this recording. The price is $19.99 for 4 ounces, and on our cost chart there, that is a fair price of $4.99 an ounce. And again, this is a fantastic orange scent. Scent strength, solidly medium, which you know I like. And this is a tallow-based soap. We'll put the ingredients for you on the screen right there. Now, the one I have here is in the old Excelsior formula, I think. But I'll put the ingredients on the screen from what's on sale right now, just so you'll be able to have that information. Really beautiful scent. It was quite easy to generate a really nice lather with. I'll show you a lather shot right there. So no problems whatsoever lathering this soap, and this is just an incredible scent. Again, in my opinion, one of the best that B&M has ever made. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody that would be offended by this scent. It's just really nice and really pleasant. A warm, smoky sort of orange. That would be the way I would describe it. And the razor for today is the Above the Tie SSRH2, and this is a really nice premium razor which comes from Above the Tie. Now, Above the Tie sent me this open comb plate to try because this is the first of the open comb plates in the Windsor series. The blade gap on this is 0.80. It is nice and efficient, and you know I love this handle, the Atlas handle, and I try to do this when I remember the Atlas slide. So if you just hold this handle, it will spin itself because of that knurling, which I think is fantastic. And as I always say, I'm easily amused. Yes, I know. But anyway, fantastic razor here. Above the Tie's been making razors for, I don't know, about 10 years now. They were one of the first premium razor makers. And I tell you what, don't forget the old, the OG premium razor makers like Above the Tie. And if you do shop at Above the Tie, you can use discount code IAMCDB and get 10% off your order, which is super cool. So if you're going to buy something, you might as well save some money, and it also helps the channel. So thank you if you do. We are looking forward to using this razor today, and I have a Gillette Nasset blade loaded in there, brand new. All right, let's get after it. Enough yapping here. And let's wet the face. This is just a mister. A lot of people are using the misters now, and they're just finding that it's a very easy way to control the moisture, both in your lather mix and on your face, without getting your hands wet, so on and so forth. And that's super cool. The brush for today is this is the PAA Switchback 400, and this is a handle that you can buy from PAA, and then you can put your own knot in it. And I put an AP Shapeco Sinbad knot in it. It is very nice indeed, and we have a nice creamy lather today. I always say this about B&M soaps. I've never had a bad B&M soap quality-wise. I don't always love the scents because they have some scents that can be polarizing, but this is not one of them. This is, I guess, what you would call a crowd-pleasing type of scent. Unless you're averse to orange, I would have a hard time. You'd have to work hard to be offended by this one, is what I'm getting at. There's not that dark element that's present in a lot of B&M soaps, which some people don't like, including me at times. This one is just very nice, and the quality has always been on point with B&M. So again, this was on sale at the razor company and B&M, but B&M was sold out. The razor company had gotten some in, and I did order the splash because I'm missing the splash, but it hasn't. I just ordered it yesterday or the day before. So all right, that is very nice indeed. We will have no quality problems. If you had a quality problem with B&M, something is wrong. Oh, one thing I did want to show you is, so this soap is a couple of years old, more than 2 years old, I want to say. And if you look at the tub, Forget where I scraped out there, but you can see around the sides, it's pulling away from the sides there. You see the gaps, and that's because it's losing moisture. So over time, your soaps, a lot of them will lose moisture, and it'll pull away. That's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong there. And a benefit for me is it also firms up a little bit. So this soap is more firm now than when I first got it. As it loses that moisture, it'll sort of firm up, and I personally like that. You may not, but I like my soaps to be just a little soft, soft enough to be easy to work with, but also firm at the same time. So that's just the way I like them. All right, let's get going with our above the tie SSRH2, and that feels absolutely beautiful. Gillette Nasset blade on its first use, you know, that's going to be super nice, super sharp, super smooth. That's what we want. You definitely want that blade to be sharp, so it's cutting efficiently and effectively. And the H plate in above the tie razors is their most efficient offering, and this is very nice indeed. It takes down that stubble very easily with no problem. Now keep in mind, above the tie has different plates. They have M, which is sort of the mildest. They have R, which is sort of the middle, and they have H. They also have a new handle. I can't remember what they're calling it. I think it's called the Calypso XL, and it sort of has this knurling pattern, but it's long. It's like 4 inches long, and if I think about it, I'll pop it up there so you can look at it. So if you're someone who likes really long handles like the Sea Monster Glen Helly, or maybe Sig Solo, that Calypso special edition handle might be for you. It is very long indeed. It's definitely not for me. I like this Atlas handle. Now this is a pretty short handle. It's 3 inches, but it just feels great for me. Works well for me. But some people do prefer longer handles. I was just watching Glen Helly the other day, and he was talking about how he prefers long handles. It really shouldn't make that much difference in the actual shave. It really is more of a preference thing, but I prefer shorter handles. I have medium-sized hands. Some people with larger hands prefer longer handles. It really is a preference thing. So first pass, fantastic. The scent on here is just amazing. The scent in the restroom here. This is a fantastic scent, and I'm so glad that Barrister Man was able to bring it back, because I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this. I really do. It might be my favorite Barrister Man scent of all time. And I do own quite a few Barrister Man soaps. This is probably my favorite scent. Of course, you know, it's orange. I love orange. The scent of orange is just, or citrus in general for me, always smells clean. And I like that. I like clean, fresh, bright, you know. I'm not so much into the dark and musty type of scents. But this one is fantastic. Warm, smoky, just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. So if you like orange, I say get it. You know, don't even think about it. It is just really great. All right, let's, I'm not even going to worry about knocking this down here. I'll just shave it. Oh, that is beautiful. The above the tie. Those folks have been around for a long time. 10 years or more, I want to say. Well, close to it. If not 10 years, it's close to it, and they are really good people over there. Stan, you might remember if you've been around for a while, was sort of the head of the company previously, and he sort of retired, and now I believe his name is Matt and Mariah. Mariah is Stan's daughter, and Matt is her husband. Now they're running the company, and they're just great people. So if you want to buy from good folks, I can certainly vouch for Above the Tie on that basis. They've always been courteous, nice, never out there squabbling with people or being hard to get along with. And they're making their products here in the United States, if that means anything to you. I'm going to re-lather this side real quick for a quick cross pass. Just overall very nice people. And their company has been around for a long time, and we hope they'll be around for many years to come, and maybe pass it down to their children. That's what, you know, I think that's sort of the American dream, isn't it? To open a business and be able to pass it down to your kids. That's what Stan did, and so that's really awesome. All right, let's go on a cross pass on this side. Again, the H plate here, It is quite efficient. So you're going to get plenty of work done with this plate. You won't have to buff a million strokes for most people. Some might. Some just have tough beards and they need to do a lot of buffing. But the H, it brings some efficiency to the party. But as I mentioned before, they do have plenty of plate options to fit your use case. And it's most important really to figure out what your use case is and what works best for you. I remember the first razor from above the tie that I had my eye on, I think was a Kronos R1. The Kronos at the time was a longer handle than this one. And at that time I actually preferred longer handles. So the Kronos, was what I went for. That was my first above the tie razor. The above the tie Kronos R1. And I loved that razor. And then I just over time developed a preference for shorter handles. And so now I use the Atlas handle, which I like a lot. And it's got that great barber pole knurling on it that you've seen. It feels good in the hand. The fit and finish on these are always good. And above the tie backs their products. So just a great company. And man, this is a great combination today. We have sort of two titans of the industry here, Barrister and Mann and above the tie. Two that have been around for a good while now. I'm not sure how long Barrister and Mann have been around. I do remember the first soaps that I bought from Barrister and Mann weren't even in containers. They were just wrapped in like paper. There were scents like Sarian, Ferox, they had Bay Rum, I think, at the time, and just, but they've been around a long time. And they've been around for a reason. It's good quality stuff. All right, let's re-lather. And the quality of the soap here is fantastic. It's given me all the things that I desire. I know they have a new base out now. Do I think there's a night and day difference between this one and the old one? No, not for me. I mean, at a certain point, the advancements are so minuscule, they're like fractions of micro%, in terms of the actual shave here. Now, you might make a case for the post and all that, which I don't get into, but in terms of slickness and all that kind of stuff, the advances from base to base are often just very, very minimal. And so this one is Excelsior, but I can't imagine needing more slickness and any other attribute than this will provide. If you need more than that, you probably need to be a better shaver. Like, most of it is on you, folks, and I try to come back to that point as often as possible. The gear is not a crutch for bad technique or lack of knowledge. I've always said what protects you is your hand and what's between your ears, And so once you have some knowledge and experience, then, you should be able to shave well in almost any circumstance, with almost anything. And it's just a matter of dialing that thing in and developing experience with it. Now, this is a good quality soap, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is pretty much every soap they've ever made has been more than good enough to get a good shave if you are a reasonably skilled shaver. And that will come. If you're not a reasonably skilled shaver today, you will get there, I promise you. So have no fear. This is a hobby where everyone can participate, and that's really the virtue in my mind. It's like everybody can participate. They can come in and they can just transform their shaving routine from monotonous to something glorious. And you don't have to be a world-class athlete to do it. And that's kind of the joy of it, because believe me, if it required that level of skill, I wouldn't be able to do it. So have no fear. This is a good quality soap, and it will give you everything you need from a quality basis. Most people, let's put it that way. All right, that was excellent. I could just go all day. This soap smells so good, and it makes me want to extend this experience, but I don't have all day to do it, so we have to draw the line somewhere. All right, let me rinse, and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off camera we did a rinse to get rid of the soap, and then we used our Razor Rock Travel Alum. There was no stinging after applying the alum, so super smooth shave. No nicks, cuts, creepers, sweepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles. Really nice shave indeed. Following the alum, we did another rinse, and then we toweled off with our Lancaster towel. prior to applying the magic made by witches. This is Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber and Aloe. Very nice. I had an excellent shave today, if I can find it. What did I do with it? I put my tub somewhere. Anyway, you know what it is. B&M Nordost. It is very, very good. I loved it. I think the scent is fantastic. If you like orange, I'd say just get it. It's really phenomenal. The quality is on point. It has everything you need. It's great. I loved it. The Above the Tie SSRH2 was also awesome. If you've been looking for an open comb plate in the Windsor series, Above the Tie has this one now, and it was very nice indeed, and I really enjoyed using it with the Nasset blade. We used our PAA Switchback 400 brush with the Sinbad knot, and it's in our Lancaster Razorworks brush soaking mug. We used our HC&C bowl, and we're finishing it out once again with that old Mountain Man by Sterling, which is still hanging around. I think I might have maybe today and tomorrow left on this one, and then maybe that will be the end. I don't think we'll finish it quite today, but tomorrow will probably be the day that we finish this one. Oh man, that is nice. Really love the Mountain Man scent. It's fantastic. If you've never tried it, it's made on Creed Silver Mountain water. Fantastic. And you know what else is fantastic? You. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Till next time, I've been your host CDB, reminding you, sure shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.